Here I'm going to describe my flipped module for the CE 321 class for fall 2015. We'll ignore the topic number 1 here. We'll ignore this part. And we are going to focus on the flipped module that I've created for chapter 4, which is modeling travel demand. So here is the lesson plan for modeling travel demand. I have some reading assignments, and this is basics of planning, and it places the travel demand modeling within the context of overall transportation planning. And I have some reading assignments for them where they're asked to read a scenario and then read 2 sections of the textbook 4.1.1 and 4.1.2. And once they are done reading, they're asked about a think about it question. Then click on it. Click on the think about it question. The think about it question again takes them to a section of the textbook. So if they go to the page 4.6 of the textbook, there is a think about it question with that heading. The question asks them, make a list of factors that influenced your choice of housing for the current semester. Will these factors be different when you choose your first permanent residence after getting your degree? As you can see, this is an open-ended question that is being asked of the student. My plan is to have student write out that response and bring it to the class. I did have some question about implementing this in PolyLearn that I'm going to raise at the end of this presentation. Again, I'm going to continue here. And once I do, that brings me to the second part of this module, which is the trip generation. And as you can see under trip generation, I again have a reading assignment, and then I have a video lecture for my students. And this video lecture was created by my colleague, Dr. Kimberly Mastico. And again, there is a think about it question associated with that. And they can click here and read another think about it question. And then once they're done with that, they can move on to the next concept for this class, which is the tip distribution concept and example problems right here. So if they click on that, that brings them to the third part of the module. And again, they have some reading assignments right here, section 4.3.1, for example, and then they watch the video. So there are 2 videos in this section. One of those videos is again created by my colleague, Dr. Kimberly Mastico, and the other video is created by me, which is about an example problem for the trip distribution. And I'm going to be posting a link to those videos as well. And again, there is a think about it question associated with this. And then once they're done with that, they can move on to the mode choice concepts and example, which is the third step of travel demand modeling. And come back to it. Mode choice example again has some logic model for mode choice. I can read through it. Again, there is a think about it question associated with that. And then the last part is the trip assignment concepts and example problem. And again, there is again a reading assignment 4.5.1 that they need to read through. And then there is an example problem associated with that is solved by me here in this example as well. Once they are done with this, they can go back to the start of the lesson, review any content they would like, and if they go back to the course main page, they have a course quiz associated with that. And again, that quiz is 11 imported true-false type questions that I was able to import through an XML file, and then they can look at continue the preview. Took the test one time, and then as you can see, there are 11 true-false type questions here. And all of those questions are in fact related with all the course content that they read through and watch the videos on. With that, I'm going to go back to the course homepage. At the course homepage here, I do have a couple of questions that I would like to ask about this. For one thing, I would like to have had the ability to take the quiz question pool and have a couple of questions like that embedded within the lesson plans, if I'm able to do that. And the other thing that I would have liked is that have the students have some ability to enter a response to the short answer type questions within the lesson format. For example, if I click on the travel demand modeling module and go to my think about it question, all I see here is the question. I'm not sure if the students will have the ability to actually answer that within a form. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I was hoping to do, and I can demonstrate here the problem that I ran into. So let's say if I want to add a question page, and let's say I want to select a true false type question. I go to add a question page here. I did not see any option to take the question from my question pool. It's just that I had to create a question from scratch. Is there ability to take question from a question pool within a lesson plan? Is my question. I want to cancel it. Again, overall, it was great experience to work with my colleagues, Dr. Robert Bertini and Dr. Kimberly Mastico, as well as the CTLT team. That was very helpful throughout this process. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to improving this module and creating future modules for CE 321 students. Thank you.